And my time was running wild, a million dead-end streets, and every time I thought I'd got it made, it seemed the taste was not so sweet. So I turned myself to face me, but I've never caught a glimpse how the others must see the faker. I'm much too fast to take that test. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Don't wanna be a richer man. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. There's gonna have to be a different man. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. Ooh, yeah. I watch the ripples change the size, but never leave the stream of warm and permanent sand. So the days float through my eyes, but still the days seem the same. And these children that you spit on as they try to change their worlds are immune to your consultations. They're quite aware of what they're going through. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Don't tell them to grow up out of it. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Where's your shame? You've left us up to our next event. Time may change me. You can't twist time. Strange fascination fascinating me. Our changes are taking the pace I'm going through. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Ooh, look out, you rock and rollers. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Pretty soon now you're gonna get older. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. I said that time may change me, but I can't trace time.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to Hunky Dory by David Bowie, and that was the first song, Changes.
Yeah, really interesting.
Well, more of he's reacting to it because I've
my
already
reaction.
heard it.
Very kind of philosophical there. Embrace the changes. There's this idea in philosophy that everything changes, or as some people say, the only thing that stays the same is that everything changes. Interesting that he seems to embrace the kids as almost an example of a good way to do that, as they're like willing to change. I like the kind of, was it saxophone solo at the end there? Yeah, I like that. Wrapped up.
And this is also, this song basically sums up David Bowie.
Yeah. Changes. Interesting, the cover art. So can we comment on that?
Yeah.
And it reminds me, The Man Who Sold the World, he's wearing like what looks like a full-length dress. And the cover art in this, it looks very feminine. Like the hair, the way it's draped around his shoulders, and like the pose. Interesting.
Well, back in the early 70s, it's very complicated with that. Is back in like the 70s, he was gay, and then when he was in like 1976, probably he's like, no, I'm bisexual, and then later he's like, no, I'm straight, and then he never changed that.
So a lot of struggles with who he was exactly.
Yeah.
Interesting. He never had a female like persona, did he?
No. He had personas
Like
with feminine
Cindy Stardust?
features, like Ziggy Stardust.
Okay.
Had feminine features because he is gay. like wearing dresses and stuff.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so what do you rate the first song, Changes, out of 10?
Probably give it a 7 out of 10. I think
So,
I like the way it's pretty straightforward. It seems to tell you what it's talking about. And I like
First
the
of all,
music
though,
too.
what I want to ask is, so do you think the style, again, has changed a lot by the previous album?
This one was that song's very piano heavy. And yeah, I do feel like the musical style has changed a little bit, although it's recognizable as something pretty typically 1970s. Yeah, but it does feel a little different from the last album for sure.
We
got to see if it
a
sticks.
little different.
If this sticks, or if we find other.
What do you mean a little different? It's way different.
Way different.
I think he does, like, step away in later songs in the album from the main instrument being piano, but there's still piano pieces in the other one. So next is Oh You Pretty Things.
Wake up, you sleepy head. Put on some clothes, shake up your bed. Put another log on the fire for me. I made some breakfast and coffee. Look out my window, what do I see? A crack in the sky and a hand reaching down to me. All the nightmares came today, and it looks as though they're here to stay. What are we coming to? No room for me, no fun for you. I think about a world to come, where the books were found by the golden ones, written in pain, written it all by a puzzle man who questioned what we were here for. All the strangers came today, and it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, you pretty things, don't you know you're driving your drivers insane? Oh, you pretty things, don't you know you're driving your drivers insane? Let me make it plain, gotta make way for the whole superior. Look out at your children, see their faces in golden rays. Don't kid yourself, they belong to you. They're the start of the coming race. The earth is a bitch, we finished our news. Homo sapiens have outgrown their use. All the strangers came today, and it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, you pretty things, don't you know you're driving your drivers insane? Oh, you pretty things, don't you know you're driving your drivers insane? Let me make it plain, gotta make way for the Homo superior.
That was Oh You Pretty Things.
Yeah, on Hunky Dory. So, fun track, light track. I assume it's talking about young women or young men that look good. Don't you know you're driving your mamas and papas insane, it says. Yeah, a lot of piano in there. I pick up a lot of joy in that. Like, just having fun with the music, having fun with life.
You don't have any lyrical interpretations? Because there's more to it.
Whoa, what? No, I don't really. No.
You didn't hear him mention the word Homo sapiens?
Yeah, he did say that Homo sapiens' time is done or something like that. I did hear that.
Well, that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
Think harder about the interpretation.
So, do you think I should look it up the lyrics again and check it out?
Yeah.
Or do you want to just tell me?
Look up the lyrics, and then I'll tell you if you still don't get it.
What are we coming to? All the strangers came today, and it looks like they're here to stay. Oh, you gotta make way for the Homo superior, it says. This is the children of the start of the coming race. Is this about aliens landing on Earth?
No, this is about superior human beings.
Oh, okay. So about the new
Perfect human.
generation that's taking over and
About the new
Is
next
better
generation
than-
being superior human beings, like kind of like what is it called when like evolving?
And the last generation is done.
Yeah. Well, next we have the track 8-Line Poem, which interestingly enough, the name of the song actually only has 8 lines in the lyrics, so he got the name correct. All right, let's move on to 8-Line Poem.
Tactful cactus by your window surveys the prairie of your room. Mobile spins to its collision. Clara puts her head between her paws. Open shops down on the west side. Lonely cat, I'll find a home. But the key to the city is in the sun that pins the branches to the sky. Whoa, whoa.
So that was 8-line poem. Also, what do you rate Oh You Pretty Things out of 10? Before we go to this one.
Oh, maybe a 6 out of 10.
I would rather, I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
You'd give it 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
You really like it, yeah?
What do you give this one out of 10? I think this one deserves lower than a 10.
I might give it a 6 out of 10. I don't know that I quite... It seems like he's just describing what he's seeing. I don't know that I quite understand what he's talking about. Who is Clara? Clara puts her head between her paws. But the key to the city is the sun that pins the branches to the sky. It's like a neat little poem that he's put to music. But... No, does he have... It says the mobile spins to its collision. Does he have a baby? Is there a baby?
He did have a baby in the year that actually the song that comes after the next one is called Kooks, which is about his son that he just had. He made the song for his son.
So I wonder if there's also this was also when there was a baby there.
I also wonder though if he wrote it before that, cause I wonder if he wrote it as like a poem when he was younger and then maybe like rewrote some of it and then made it into a song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering, does it say on the bottom where you saw when he wrote the lyrics of The Man Who Sold the World, does it say there?
This one doesn't say when it was written.
You should look that up quick, because I'm wondering if he wrote it before this when he was younger, or if he wrote it during that. Because I wonder if he wrote it when he was younger, then maybe rewrote stuff and then turned it into a song.
It was released on December 17th, 1971. So hey, we're coming up on the anniversary of the album release.
I need to get the vinyl version now for that anniversary. Because I already have the CD, but I could re-get the CD because they had the Dig Pack version. I like Dig Packs better.
Yeah, it doesn't say when it was written.
Alright, so next we're going to move on to one you've heard, I think, multiple times before, which is Life on Mars. So I know before we go to this, I know the most popular tracks are the most infamous ones, and the fan base on this album are Changes, Oh You Pretty Things, Life on Mars, possibly Kooks, I don't know, Quicksand, Beulah Brothers, which is the final track, and I'm a big fan of that one. That's my favorite one, is Beulah Brothers. Anyways, let's go to Life on Mars.
It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair, but her mummy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go, but her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks through her sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked to the silver screen. But the film is a sad thing for she's lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools as they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the low man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know who's in the best-selling show. Is there life on Mars? It's on America's tortured brow that Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. And now the workers have struck for fame, 'cause Lennon's on sale again. See the mice in their million hordes, from Ibiza to the Norfolk Broads. Rule Britannia is out of bounds, to my mother, my dog and clowns. But the film is a sad thing more, 'cause I wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be writ again, as I ask you to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the law man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if he'll ever know who's in the best-selling show. Is their life on Mars?
Okay, so that was Life on Mars.
Yeah, so that's a major classic for Bowie.
Yeah.
I felt that song kind of dragged on a little bit. And maybe that's the point, because he keeps saying that basically, like, it's all the same, like, the movies are a bore because we've heard this story before, like, Hollywood just keeps churning out the same nonsense.
Also, first of all, I want to talk about the phone at the end of it.
Yeah.
The phone ringing. So the story behind that, don't film me because I'm ugly. The story behind that is that they were, so that was like the perfect take of the song. And at the end, when they were almost done with the take, somebody called them on the phone. And you can hear kind of the voice at the end, but you can't really hear what he's saying. But they released a box set in like 2022 called Divine Symmetry, with the original ending version of that song where you can hear what they're saying. And he's just swearing at the guy on the phone because of how good the take was. Not Bowie, but I think it was like the guy who did like the instruments with him. One of the guys there was swearing at the guy on the phone because like, this is the perfect take, and you ruined it by calling us on the phone.
Why is there a phone in the recording studio anyway?
I think they were recording it in like their house or something. I think it was a home recording. I don't know where they recorded it, but apparently they had a phone there, and it rang and ruined their take, but they used it anyways. So I'm assuming at the end there was supposed to be like a piano closing instead of the phone ringing and the piano fading out. I'm sure it faded out because they're like, I don't want to have swearing on this album. Even though Quicksand has a bad word, but I feel like though this album is a lot more clean than his other albums, I'd say. In terms of just like inappropriate lyrics. Like The Man Who Sold the World had some very had some very like graphic topics.
Why are we doing YouTube if you don't want anybody to show you?
Because this is your video. I don't want to be shown on this channel. I don't know, never mind, just whatever.
You have to blur your face.
Anyways, when I stop looking ugly, then I'll show my face. Anyways, so what were your interpretations, though, other than that? Because mainly about the stuff that didn't have to do with the movie and the lyrics.
It just seems like he's bored with everything. Nothing is new. Nothing. No, like we've seen everything, and like it's all boring. That's kind of how I interpret this song.
From what I remember, the song is about his previous girlfriend, Hermione. About
Is she the girl with the mousy hair?
Yeah, I forget the exact interpretation. I'd have to look it up again. But it has nothing to do with what you said, but similar probably. Anyways, would you rate that song out of 10?
I'm gonna give it. Oh, I don't know. You're gonna be happy with this. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay. If this video does get a lot of views, people are gonna be bashing you in the comments for giving it a 4. Next is the one I'm excited for you to hear is Kooks.
Will you stay in a lover's story? If you stay, you won't be sorry, 'cause we believe in you. Soon you'll grow, so take a chance with a couple of kooks hung up on romancing. Will you stay in a lover's story? If you stay, you won't be sorry, 'cause we believe in you. Soon you'll grow, so take a chance with a couple of kooks hung up on romancing. We bought a lot of things to keep you warm and dry, and a funny old crib on which the paint won't dry. I bought you a pair of shoes, a trumpet you can blow, and a book of rules of what to say to people when they pick on you. 'Cause if you stay with us, you're gonna be pretty cookie too. Will you stay in a lover's story? If you stay, you won't be sorry, 'cause we believe in you. Soon you'll grow, so take a chance with a couple of kooks hung up on romancing. And if you ever have to go to school, remember how they messed up this old fool. Don't pick fights with the bullies or the cats, 'cause I'm not much cop at punching other people's dads. And if the homework brings you down, then we'll throw it on the fire and take the car downtown. Will you stay in a lover's story? If you stay, you won't be sorry, 'cause we believe in you. Soon you'll grow, so take a chance with a couple of kooks hung up on romancing. Will you stay in a lover's story? If you stay, you won't be sorry, 'cause we believe in you. Soon you'll grow, so take a chance with a couple of kooks hung up on romancing.
So that was Kooks. That seems really obviously Bowie singing about his little kid. I don't really think of Bowie as a dad. I think because I sort of buy into the whole showman,
Later in his
the
life,
persona that he has.
well, later in his life, when he was older and had his second child, then I heard a lot of people saying when they, like people who knew him personally, they're like, he took a break from all that, like, I'm cool stuff, and he's just like a dad. Later in his life, he's just a dad. Like, guy, he's a sober dad.
Yeah, sober dad. Yeah, it was neat seeing, and he says like, don't pick fights with the bullies because I'm not good at punching other people's dads. Like, I thought that was hilarious. It's like, I'm not much of a fighter. But
This song, like his debut album, shows. Or that song, that song, like his debut album, shows off some of his silly side as well.
Yeah, and I wonder, because now I'm thinking more, I think this song made me rethink some of my assumptions about Bowie, because what you get is a stage persona, and sometimes you get his affected voices. It's not his real
Yeah.
voice. It's like a very high pitched voice, or it's a crazy voice. And like, I wonder if he was just really uncomfortable with who he was. And
I think he just used like the different personas that he was leading on in each song to like, so that like, and this is the interesting thing that I think about is I feel like he did a lot of the personifying with this, with just like the way he sang and stuff to give you like the feel of what the song is about better. So like, this is the personality of this song by the way he's doing it. Like this one sounds like a dad, and other ones may sound like, hey, I'm a cool punk or whatever.
yeah. And just mentioning he spent so much money on stuff to keep you warm and dry, like that sounds very much like a first-time parent, buying all the right things.
And the thing I find funny about a lot of celebrities and musicians and stuff is, on a lot of their stage persona, you're like, these guys are crazy. And then when you see them like in interviews and hear about them, you're like, oh, they're normal.
Oh, not like, I don't know. Whenever I saw Ozzy Osbourne in interviews, it was like, I think that guy did drugs.
Like Eminem, mainly Eminem with his stage persona, he's like, this guy's an insane psychopath. Then when you hear people talking about him, he's like, no, he's just a normal guy. He's a chill dude. He isn't mean or whatever. That's just like a stage character he plays to look tough.
Yeah.
Then when he's off stage, he's like, I'm a super nice, chill guy.
Yeah, and Eminem's another one who's clear that he made some stage personas.
Mainly Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Even though he only had one persona and David Bowie had like 500. Just kidding.
Not 500, but yeah, he had a lot.
Even
And
if
so,
they weren't...
So it's something else that brings out is like...
Even if he didn't show them, he still had other characters, even if they weren't named.
Performing on stage, it can be scary because you're putting yourself out there and people might not like you.
He said that that's why he did the stage personas, because he felt more comfortable going out as a character instead of himself.
Yeah, I heard an interview recently where Lady Gaga was doing an interview, and she said she introduces herself sometimes as Stephanie, which is her real name. And people
Then I guess-
freak out because they're like, well, who's Stephanie? Well, Stephanie is me. She said Lady Gaga is a character that I created.
Then later, he said, after 1976, he's like, I was done with stage personas and I was fine with who I was on stage, being myself. But they even said that even just David Bowie's a persona as well. That I was hearing a lot of people say we never got to know the real him until his final album gave us some hints towards what he was really like. Or later in life, he's like, well, then he gave us hints into what he's really like, but we never saw what he was really like.
I do
David
feel
Bowie was just a character.
That's a powerful insight that David Bowie is itself a stage persona, is a character.
Yeah, the David Jones is the real him. And not even Davy Jones was himself. I feel like his early name was Davy Jones, then David Jones, then David Bowie. Then, of course, on Conan, they were joking how Conan O'Brien, when he was on there, they were joking like, I changed my name to Davy Jones, then the monkeys came. And then that one was true. But then he's like, then I smartly renamed myself to David Cassidy. And then they went on this whole thing where he named his last name every single time to somebody that already was famous. Also, the thing I was hearing about is if David Bowie didn't release his debut album on the same day as the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's, would the album have done better? That's one thing I wonder about. But let's go back on topic. What would you rate this song out of 10?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay, and next is my second or third favorite, because I can't decide between Life on Mars or Quicksand, but the next is Quicksand.
I'm closer to the golden dawn, immersed in Crowler's uniform. of imagery. I'm living in a silent film, portraying Himmler's sacred realm of dream reality. I'm frightened by the total goal, drawing to the ragged hole, and I ain't got the power anymore. No, I ain't got the power anymore. I'm the twisted name on Garbo's eyes, living proof of Churchill's lies. I'm destiny. I'm torn between the light and dark, where others see their target, divine symmetry. Did I kiss the viper's fang, or herald loud the death of man? I'm sinking in the quicksand of my thought, and I ain't got the power anymore. Don't believe in yourself, don't deceive with belief. Knowledge comes with death's release. I'm not a prophet or a Stone Age man, just a mortal with potential of a Superman. I'm living on. I'm tethered to the logic of Homo sapien. Can't take my eyes from the great salvation of bullshit faith. If I don't explain what you ought to know, you can tell me all about it on the next photo. I'm sinking in the quicksand of my thought, and I ain't got the power anymore. Don't believe in yourself, don't deceive with belief. Knowledge comes with death's release. Don't believe in yourself, don't deceive with belief. Knowledge comes with death's release.
Okay, so that was Quicksand.
Yeah.
My third or second favorite on the
Very
album.
reflective. I don't get most of the references. I don't know what he's talking about. Bardo or Garbo.
You should look
Churchill,
it up.
I'm
then.
assuming, is the leader and Crowley. He has a reference to Crowley. I don't get that one. I assume Churchill was the Prime Minister of England. I don't know, Himmler's Sacred Realm. Himmler, I think, was a German. But like, he seems like he's struggling with overthinking,
For this
sorting
song,
out what's true.
one thing I want to know if you know about is divine symmetry.
He used that line right in there.
Yeah. Because I think I remember hearing that helps understanding this song a bit.
So he says, I'm torn between the light and dark where others see their target's divine symmetry. Like, he feels like other people have this thing
That's something,
organized or they know where they're going.
an interesting thing I learned about is, I'm like, wow, there's actually a lot I can learn from this guy's music.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was just curious into what that was, divine symmetry, so I looked it up and I'm like, okay, then.
What did it say?
It's like a certain belief that, like, I don't remember. But then there was, and I was looking up other things from other songs now, because I went down a rabbit hole of looking up what certain things mean. Because there are certain words that he uses that are words that I don't know what they mean.
Mm-hmm.
And now I've learned some stuff, and the other one was Kether to Malkuth, which had something to do with divine symmetry. Which I thought was interesting that it circled back to the first thing I looked up, what it meant in one of his songs. But anyways, you can go on with talking about it. I just thought that was interesting.
Well, I think it kind of ends in the difficulty of sorting things out in your brain, because it says, don't believe in yourself, don't deceive with belief.
It also says I'm sinking in the quicksand of my thought.
And then it comes, knowledge comes with death, really. It's like, we're not really going to know the answer to a lot of these things until after death. So it's like, and like with quicksand, you know, you can, the more you struggle, the deeper you sink. So the way to get out of quicksand is to sort of float on top of it. And so that's kind of where I think he's going with this, is instead of like flailing around trying to figure out all the answers, to sort of like relax and admit like we don't really know. And that's sort of the best way to make your way through. That's kind of how I interpret it.
I also was going to mention, well, the song was playing, but I'm like, no, I'll wait for this part because I want people to hear this. But one thing I really like about this album is the main choruses are so good.
This was good. I mean, the mood is a little bit down, but I like the music. Like I said, this one's guitar focused.
The one thing I
but you hear
think about
piano
this
and
album,
you hear violin in there.
This is the first album where he goes in more into the theatrical aspects. Like Life on Mars sounded like something from like a musical or a theater, like a musical theater thing.
I think we got room for one more song.
All right. Well, I think we'll save that for another time, though, because the next one I'm pretty sure is a cover, and I don't like ending with covers.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure this is technically the end of what side one would be if we had the vinyl version, so we'll end this as side one of the album. Anyways, what would you rank Quicksand out of 10?
I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. So maybe, I don't know if it deserves to be that high, but I like the music, and I like the way he goes with the meaning of it, so yeah.
I think the one thing when we were talking about it that I really like the metaphor is the quicksand. That I do agree with your interpretation of it, too.
All right, signing off for now, guys. Bye.
Well, no, we're not leaving. This is because we're going to combine both videos. They're just going to be filmed different days.
Okay, we'll be back for more.
We'll be back for side 2 of the album.
Fill your heart with love today. Don't play the game of time. Things that happened in the past only happened in your mind, only in your mind. Oh, forget your mind and you'll be free. Yeah. The writing's on the wall. Free, yeah, and you can know it all if Just remember, lovers never lose, 'cause they are free of thoughts unpure and of thoughts unkind. Gentleness clears the soul, love cleans the mind and makes it free. Oh, happiness is happening. Dragons have been bled. Gentleness is everywhere. Fear is just in your head, only in your head. Fear is in your head, only in your head. So forget your head and you'll be free. The writing's on the wall. Free, yeah, and you can know it all if you choose. Just remember, lovers never lose, 'cause they are free of thoughts unpure and of thoughts unkind. Gentleness clears the soul, love will clean your mind and make you free.
This is Andy Warhol, and it's take one. No, take one.
It's Warhol, actually.
What did I say?
Hole. It's Hull. As in holes. What? Andy Warhol. Andy Warhol. Like Hull.
Andy Warhol, take one.
Hey, ready?
Yeah.
Like to take a cement fix, be a standing cinema. Dress my friends up just for show, see them as they really are. But the people in my brain, 2 new pence to have a go. I'd like to be a gallery, put you all inside my show. Andy Warhol looks a scream, hang him on my wall. Andy Warhol, silver screen, can't tell them apart at all. Andy walking, Andy tired, Andy take a little snooze. Tie him up when he fast asleep, send him on a pleasant cruise. When you wake up on the sea, be sure to think of me and you. To think about paint and to think about glue, what a jolly boring thing to do. Andy Warhol looks a scream, hang him on my wall. Andy Warhol, silver screen, can't tell them apart at all.
Yes, that
All right.
was Fill Your Heart
Yeah.
and Andy Warhol.
Fill Your Heart, I don't know the original song to that, but it seems to be giving a good message, and he's using kind of an odd voice, like a very affected, high-pitched, cutesy
Well, I said
kind of
Tiny
voice.
Tim did a version of it, so I feel like he was doing a version of his.
Sort of imitating Tiny Tim? It doesn't come across as sincere or serious when maybe because I know his range is different.
That's my least favorite song on the album. And my second least favorite is 8-Line Poem.
So the Andy Warhol one, there seemed to be a reference in there that I didn't quite get, because he's talking about him looks a scream and hang him on the wall, and then he also talks about the silver screen. Was there a difference? Because I know Andy Warhol was a famous artist. Was there another Andy Warhol that was involved in Hollywood?
No.
Or is it basically the same
It's
person?
about that guy.
Okay.
Because he was a fan of his music.
Yeah.
Or his art, I mean.
Fan of his art.
Yeah.
I like the music on the second one. The beat that it goes is pretty cool.
It's my favorite acoustic guitar on that album.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's a doom doo doom doo 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 doo.
Yeah, I think that's one of the. You can tell they're having a lot of fun with the music in that one. Playing around.
So some of the background is when he went on his first tour to America, he went to Andy Warhol's factory in New York to perform the song for him, and supposedly he didn't like it.
Andy Warhol didn't?
Yeah.
Ah.
So the next song is another one for another artist. I love that he puts two for two different artists right next to each other. So we just did Andy Warhol, and now we're going to do Song for Bob Dylan.
Okay. All right,
Which,
let's check it.
I don't know if you know who that is.
I know Bob Dylan, yeah.
Okay, next is Song for Bob Dylan.
I hear this Robert Zimmerman. I wrote a song for you about a strange young man called Dylan with a voice like sand and glue. Some words had truthful vengeance that could pin us to the floor. Brought a few more people on and put the fear in a whole lot more. Ah, here she comes, here she comes, here she comes again. The same old crazy lady from the brow of the super brain. She'll scratch this world to pieces as she comes on like a friend. Couple of songs from your old scrapbook could send her home again. Gave your heart to every bedsit room, at least a picture on the wall. And you sat behind a million pair of eyes and told them how they saw. Then we lost your train of thought. Your paintings are all your own. While troubles are rising, we'd rather be scared together than alone. Oh, here she comes, here she comes, here she comes again. Same old crazy lady from the brow of the super brain. She'll scratch this world to pieces as she comes on like a friend. But a couple of songs from your old scrapbook could send her home again. Oh. Now hear this Robert Zimmerman, though I don't suppose we'll meet. Ask your good friend Dylan if it is a while down the old street. Tell him we lost his poems, so we write
That was Song for Bob Dylan.
Yeah, Song for Bob Dylan. So one of the things I thought was very clever about this is it's using a lot of Bob Dylan's mannerisms, like the way that the lyrics, the way that the vocals are done, reminds me of Bob Dylan.
I haven't heard his music, so I wouldn't know.
Here she comes. And this is what I didn't quite understand, because the chorus is, "Here she comes, a painted lady. From the brow of the super brain, she'll scratch this world to pieces as she comes on like a friend. But a couple of songs from your old scrapbook could send her home again." Who is this painted lady?
A painted lady.
This seems like a very clever verse too. "We lost your train of thought, the paintings are all your own. While troubles are rising, we'd rather be scared together than alone." Painted lady again. Now here there's Robert Zimmerman. That is actually, I think, Bob Dylan's real name. I think that was his real name. "I don't suppose we'll meet. Ask your good friend Dylan if he'd gaze a while down the street. Tell him we lost his poems. So we're writing on the walls. Give us back our unity. Give us back our family. You're every nation's refuge. Don't leave us with their sanity." I don't know who the painted lady is. I don't know if you have any ideas. But it's a clever song. It feels like it's both homage to Bob Dylan and also challenging some of his songwriting.
Okay, so off of that, what would you rate Fill Your Heart out of 10?
Fill Your Heart?
Yeah.
Probably give that a 4 out of 10.
Next is Andy Warhol.
Andy Warhol, I'd give that a 5. I like that song. I like the music.
And now this one.
This one, I might bump it up to a 6. I still don't feel like I quite understand what he's trying to say in here.
The next song is Queen, B-I-T-C-H.
Okay.
So let's get...
Oh yeah. I'm up on the 11th floor and I'm watching the cruisers below. It's down on the street and it's trying hard to force the flow. Oh, my heart's in the basement. My weekends at an all-time low. 'Cause she's hoping to score, so I can't see her letting him go. Walk out of her heart, walk out of her mind. Oh, not her. She's so swishy in her satin and tan, in her frock coat and bibbity bobbity hat. Oh God, I could do better than that. Oh yeah. She's an old-time ambassador, sweet talking, night walking games. Oh, and she's known in the darkest clubs for pushing ahead of the dames. If she says she can't do it, then she can't do it. She don't make false claims. But she's a queen, and such a queen that your laughter is sucked in the brains. Now she's leading them on, and she'll lay it right down. Yes, she's leading them on, and she'll lay it right down. But it could have been me, yes, it could have been me. Why didn't I say? Why didn't I say? Now, she's so swishy in her satin and tan, in her frock coat and bibbity bobbity hat. Oh, but I could do better than that. So I lay down a while and I gaze at my hotel wall. Oh, the good is so cold, they don't feel like no bed at all. Yeah, I lay down a while, look at my hotel wall. And he's down on the street, so I throw both his bags down the hall. And I'm phoning a cab, 'cause my stomach feels small. There's a taste in my mouth, and it don't taste at all. It could have been me, oh yeah, it could have been me. Why
that was that.
Queen Bee.
Queen Beach.
Queen Beach. So there was a line in there. I like that song. I like the music.
Apparently, yeah, according to a YouTube video that apparently has false information, because I watched this video on all the genres Bowie did, and it said one of his songs is alternative country, which it's not. And it said this one is proto-punk, so...
Proto-punk? The interesting thing is, he's like, I could do better than that, like, I don't really care. And then also, I'm jealous that it's not me. So that was the cute little tension I thought in that song was like, oh, I don't care for her, like, I could do better. And also, I can't believe he's got her. And there's a line in there that reminded me, have you ever heard Mr. Brightside?
No.
Because he says, and he's calling a cab. And I wonder if they ripped off Bowie in that, or kind of made a nod to Bowie in that line, because it's about being jealous that somebody else might be getting the girl that you want. And that line is in there, and he's calling a cab now, I think. And I'm phoning a cab, it says. Maybe I'm making that up, but that just reminded me, oh, this reminds me of Mr. Brightside. So yeah, I thought that was a creative, clever song. It's like, oh, she's so cool, she's so swishy and frock coat, and oh, I could do better than that. Like, oh, really? Could you? Could you? Because it seems like you're stuck in the hotel doing nothing. He's down there playing her, like you want to be playing the game, and also you don't.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I don't know what it's about, but I know it has something to do with drag queens. My interpretation is that he's like, I could do better than you at being a drag queen. In my opinion, that's what it's about.
Okay. I don't know if there's anything on here about what it says. It was written in homage to the Velvet Underground and Lou Reed. It says they were lifelong friends, but often fighting. The main riff was taken from Eddie Cochran's 1960 single, The Three Steps to Heaven. In turn, the Killers' Mr. Brightside lifts heavily from this song. Yeah, I heard that. All right, now I want to look up Eddie Cochran's Three Steps to Heaven and see.
What are we rating this one out of 10, or what are you rating this one out of 10?
Despite the unpronounceable title, I think it's a good song. I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
All right, the next one is my favorite.
Well, hang on.
song
I want to hear how you would rate this one.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, so a little better than me. Okay.
The next one is my favorite song on the album, The Beulah Brothers.
And so the story goes, they wore the clothes, they said the things to make it seem improbable. The wail of a lie like the hope it was. And the good men tomorrow had their feet in the wallow and their heads abroad when ice are shorn, and how they bought their positions with saccharine and trust. And the world was asleep to our latent fuss. Sang the swirl through the streets like the crust of the sun of you, dear brothers. In our wings that bark, flashing teeth of brass, standing tall in the dark. Oh, and we were gone, hanging out with your 12 men. We were so turned on by your lack of conclusion. stone, he was wax, so he could scream and still relax. Unbelievable. And we frightened the small children away. And our talk was old, and dust would flow through our veins, and lo, it was midnight back at the kitchen door, like the grim face on the cathedral floor. The solid book we wrote cannot be found today. And it was stalking time for the Moon Boys, the Bewley Brothers, with our backs on the arch. And the devil may be here, but he can't sing about that. Oh, and we were gone, real cool traders. We were so turned on. You thought we were fakers. And now the dress is hung, the ticket pawned, the factor max that proved the fact is melted down, over and on the edging of my pillow. And my brother lays upon the rocks. He could be dead, he could be not, he could be you. He's chameleon, comedian, Corinthian, and caricature, shooting up high in the sky. Bewley Brothers, in the feeble and the bad. Bewley Brothers, in the blessed and cold, in the crutch hungry dark, was where we played our mark. Oh, and we were gone, kings of oblivion. We were so turned on in the mind warp pavilion.
Lay me place and bake me pie, I'm starving for me gravy. Leave my shoes and door unlocked, I might just slip away. Hey, just for the day. Hey, please come away. Hey, just for the day. Hey, please come away. Hey, please come away. Just for the day. Please come away. Please come away. Please come away. Please come away.
So that was the Bewley Brothers.
Bewley Brothers. I didn't quite get what it was saying. It was very heavy and like meditative and like late at night thinking about a bunch of stuff. A lot of words, a lot of big words.
I think it's about multiple subjects of David Bowie, like in his life and other subjects. And people think it's a lot of different stuff in one song. Because it seems to touch on many different subjects.
So when I looked up the story of David Bowie, I learned his older brother had schizophrenia and he died maybe by suicide. Was that true?
That was in the 90s.
So I wondered if Brothers connects for him with that story.
Well, apparently the voices and stuff make it seem like he's talking about his brother. The other thing I heard was that the song is also about living, like, in secrecy.
where he said we're kings of oblivion. It does seem to be a bit of a tribute to his brother, but also those chaotic voices toward the end. I wonder if that was supposed to be, because one of the characteristics of schizophrenia is hearing voices in your head.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if that was supposed to be that.
I don't know why, but I feel like the song has like also a dark tone to it.
Yeah, I get kind of a heavy, like burgundy. Do you know what burgundy is? It's like a
No.
dark red color. Like that's what it reminds me of, like this thick, rich, dark.
This song is apparently one of David Bowie's most cryptic. Other than a few others, but this is on the list of his most cryptic songs that people still don't understand.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I'd say very cryptic and yeah.
Because it seems
little thick.
like I said, it seems like he's not just talking about the one subject of schizophrenia either. It seems like he's talking about multiple things. But nobody knows everything. I love, and I feel like he was being sarcastic with this. In an interview, somebody asked him, "Do your lyrics mean anything?" He's like, "No, they don't mean anything. They're just songs."
They're just songs.
Well, obviously they do.
I feel like a lot of like artists often don't want to explain what they're trying to do.
Well, I feel like he didn't because he wanted to leave something for his fans to figure out even when he wasn't alive. Because if he didn't leave anything up to what's it called? Up to a speculation, then people wouldn't. There wouldn't be anything left of him.
Right. What do you
for
talk
people
about?
to talk about. So I feel like he left all this stuff for so many interpretations from different people. Which is, I think, goes with his death and him saying, like, people will remember me forever or whatever, because he didn't explain a lot of what he was talking about. So he didn't do it because he wanted a lot of people to still talk about him. So this was the entire album. That was the last song.
That was the last song on the album.
So what do you rate this album out of 10?
Hunky Dory. I'm probably giving it a 6 or a 7.
Don't say that.
What would you give it?
9.
9. Yeah, I'd go a bit lower. I mean, I like some of the music and some of the songs, but...
Just don't say a 6 or a 7. Choose one.
I'm 6, 7. Yeah, I'd rate it 6, 7.
And... Okay, so what did...
If I had to choose one, I'd probably go
song?
7.
You better not rate it low. It's my favorite one on the album.
Also a 7. I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay.
You give it a 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my favorite one
I
on
like
the
the
album.
mood of it. It is a little cryptic. Yeah, it's sort of like kind of late night when you're brooding about stuff. You might turn it on.
So,
Hey, it's okay for people to have different opinions.
now that we've heard the entire album, what was your favorite song on the album?
I'm gonna have to see the list again.
So there was Changes, Oh You Pretty Things, 8-line poem, Life on Mars, Kooks, Quicksand, and then the ones we just listened to.
I remember liking Changes quite a bit. I don't remember what my reaction was to Kooks. And this one's your favorite on the album? Yeah.
My second favorite is either Life on Mars or Quicksand.
Okay.
I might have to go with Life on Mars just because people are going to hate me if I choose Quicksand.
Hey, it's okay for people to have different opinions.
I do like Life on Mars.
The
so I
internet,
think I'll go second.
you get dragged around on the internet if people don't like your opinions, but
Well, guys,
doesn't mean they're
next
wrong.
is the album that made him famous, Ziggy Stardust. Or the full name, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars.
Rather a long title. Yes.
So we'll see you guys in the next reaction. Bye.
Bye.